charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Army's offense will take the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Running back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Pitts. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had...
He's got it down the right side. Lowers those pads. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Rice. And they jump on top. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Really good looking run. When you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
They'll run the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Now on the option. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Black Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Might be looking to run. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Owls are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to get to him. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Owls! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Reading the option, it's Pitts. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Still on his feet at the 45.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys. Going for the big play. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rice.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. He'll field it close to the 50. Touchdown, Owls! How about that special teams play? They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since Old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 18 to Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Up-tempo for the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Rice.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. Escapes from quarterback desperately trying to get it off. And he cannot. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the... Down at the 26. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Owls. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Rice, 61, Army, 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. There's a live football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they...
He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. He's gonna pass. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Rice, 68. Army, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The back goes in motion. On the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rice. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Goes to the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Rice! And the pummeling has started.
Touchdown, Rice.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The option look. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Pitts. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. First snap of this drive will come from the... He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Rice, 89. Army, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. We reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He chucks one out to the right. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. To throw, it's Pitts. They're trying to get to him. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to go deep. He caught it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to scramble. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Owls! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing, moving away from pressure, trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy.
He's going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Looking to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Back to pass, it's Pitts. Feeling some heat. Fights off a defender. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Pitts. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they